Some of these coins can make you rich, but most of them will go to zero. There simply won't be enough liquidity to pump every single one of these. I'm going to talk about which ones are worth buying. I don't think the right way to review these coins is to categorize them by how many X's they can do in a bullish case. That's a simple variable analysis and does not take into account risk. Normally, the higher you go in market cap, the less risky it becomes. So what I'm going to do is rank them based on risk to reward rather than arbitrary bullish multipliers. Keep in mind, nothing I say is financial advice. Also, given that we just made a new all-time high for Bitcoin, prices will increase for the VIP very soon. More about this at the end of the video. We're going to start off with Brett. Now, Brett is part of the original Boys Club and is regarded as a blue chip meme, not only in the Furie narrative, but overall. Aside from being memeable, securing great partnerships, and being connected to a compelling narrative, the thing that makes me bullish about Brett is the chart. I think it has held up very well. I was afraid that we might see a bigger correction than what we did. And I've also commented previously that these periods right here are make or break for these meme coins. If it holds and ranges between these levels for a decent period, then you know you're holding a good meme coin. It's also the mascot of the base ecosystem, so a Coinbase listing could possibly happen for this one. I know it's a cabal play, so we'll have to see about that. Even though this is quite high market cap, I can absolutely see it doing a 10x even without a Coinbase or Binance listing. I think in terms of risk to reward, Brett is an A tier meme. Next up is Pepe. Now, Pepe is of course the oldest and biggest of these meme coins. The thing I like about Pepe is that it's memeable externally. This frog is extremely popular outside of crypto and has been so throughout the years. You had the 4chan controversy in 2015-2016. You also had Pepe represent the elections around the same time. And of course, a bunch of emojis and emotes used on platforms such as Twitch. My point is, this frog will always be relevant. Now, Pepe has also stood the test of time as this one was launched in April 2023. Chart is looking very good. I do believe that Pepe will surpass Shiba this bull run. Could even be a contender for the #1 meme. Although it probably won't do more than a 10x from today, I think this one has very good risk reward. The volume is also amazing. Pepe is an S tier meme. Next up is Landwolf. Landwolf, together with Brett and Pepe, is also part of the Boys Club. Now, here we run into the situation where even though Wolf on ETH is the biggest one by far, the choice isn't 100% clear for retail. There is a potential identity crisis taking place as we have Wolf on Sol and AVAX, and both of these communities are also active. The reason why this bothers me is because there will be limited liquidity in these meme coins, both in general, but specifically also in the Furie narrative. So that is something to be aware of. However, the socials and the engagement for this one, the ETH one, are still very good. Art is also excellent. After testing this level a couple of times, we started to pump with memes in general taking off. Keep in mind though, Wolf has been extremely volatile. Having said this, we've been making higher lows for over a month. I don't see this doing multiple billions in market cap, to be honest, but still a very good meme. In terms of risk reward, I'll give this a B. Next up is the final member of the Boys Club, Andy. Now again, the same issues I have with Landwolf are also present here, although to a lesser degree. Andy on ETH is still a lot bigger than the other ones on the other chains, such as Blast, Sol, BNB, and Base. Taking a look at the chart, this one shares a lot of similarities with Wolf, also pumped nicely to DT winning. As for the potential for this one, I can see this doing a 1 billion in market cap, as it would only be a 3x from the all-time high. In terms of risk reward, the potential downside is still there. It gets a B tier, same as Landwolf. Birddog, I think all the Birddog meme coins on all the chains look a bit bearish. Chart is just simply not bullish. I do think there's still potential in this meme, as they are almost posting daily content, but there's still so many better risk reward plays on this list. It gets a C tier. Next up is Fofar, also part of the Boys Club. I don't like this at all. The reason for this is that although it has some connections to the Boys Club, people rarely associates this with it. And one thing to keep in mind, when retail comes in, do you think they want to buy this ugly guy rather than a cute animal meme? That's why the top 10 meme coins all consist of animals or animal-like figures, because humans actually have a connection to these creatures. Volume is not there. Even though it has been pumping a little bit, the risk to reward is not worth it for me. Avoid. Next up is Molly. This rodent right here is an absolute degen play that in fact I don't think it's even worth it. Their X is active, but honestly not very engaging content, basically no community, Even though this is super small in market cap, it's simply not worth it. Again, do not market cap hunt these memes. It's not worth it. Next up is Fluffy. Now this one has a unique selling point, being that it's the only cat on this list, and cats tend to do well, at least memeable cats. This one, I'm not so sure. Together with Molly, it's an absolute decent play. Market cap is low. Their engagement on Twitter is okay. I'd say a tiny bit better than Molly, but this is not a $100 million meme coin in my opinion. Judging by its last high, I can't see this doing like a 10 million. Risk still remains though, and because of this, it gets a D tier. Next up is Fefe. Now Fefe is a fairly new addition to this Matt Furie narrative. This one was launched in the middle of July. Now Fefe has performed quite well over the last couple of months. After launch, it pumped quite nicely, had a pretty substantial correction of 96%, which is a lot, but actually not too uncommon for some of these meme coins. Now, the thing to look out for is, of course, whether or not they can recover after such a brutal correction. And why I always talk about meme coins have to stand the test of time for the holders to be tested. This one did so and actually quickly started to embark on a very nice uptrend. Again, corrected another 70% and now has been pumping after DT1. I think the narrative for this one is quite good. I think it's memeable. Right now, they're posting numerous times a day on their X, which is what you want to see. Keep this momentum going. Now, I don't think this will ever be as big as Pepe and not even Hoppy, as we'll talk about later, but this is still a very solid meme coin. From here, I can see it doing at least 100 million in market cap. Should be very feasible. I think Fefe is a B tier meme. Next up is Draggy. Now, this one, of course, has a very unique selling point, being that it's a dragon. Now this one is CTO. I typically stay away from CTOs as I do believe in a strong team that knows what they're doing. Teams can also have a lot of money for partnerships and listings. But chart is not looking too bad. It gets a C tier. Next up is Boppy. I think the quality of the social media content here is better compared to Draggy. Also has been in an uptrend ever since early September, so can't really argue with this chart. I think it has better potential than Draggy as well, but still lacks a lot in volume, so it gets a C tier. Next up, we have Hoppy. Hoppy is the leading meme in the Night Riders. Now, only looking at the chart of Hoppy should be enough. This one has already managed to make a new all-time high, while most of the other Night Riders are far away from their all-time high. One thing to seriously keep in mind here, I'm going to repeat myself again, is that this one was by far the highest one in market cap and should therefore serve as a testament to the fact that market cap hunting these meme coins is rarely the way to do it. Hoppy has managed to maintain a cult-like community throughout this entire bearish period. Their socials are on fire, as you would expect when the meme coin is performing as it is. Posting daily, which I like to see. One thing I've noticed ever since the last time I covered this is that the quality of the art has improved. So both the chart and socials look bullish for Hoppy. This is a very clear S tier meme in terms of risk to reward. Now, should you buy Hoppy right now? I would personally wait for a pullback, look for key support levels. Keep in mind that we rallied significantly over a month and a half, but Hoppy is of course an S tier based on risk to reward, stood the test of time, and the community is great. Mellow, not too bullish on this. I don't see this being too memeable compared to the other animals on this list. Also been on a downtrend for like 2 months, pumping a little bit now, but I need to see more. Mellow gets in D tier. Matt Furie, same with Matt Furie, they just took my guy and made him ugly. That's the meme. I think some people just expect this one to perform well because he is the quote-unquote creator of this narrative. This will not be memeable at all. No one wants to open their wallet and see this face staring into your soul. Avoid. Next up, we have Watt. I like this a lot. I think the branding is super clear. They actually post good content compared to a lot of the other characters on this list. This is actually creative. This one also managed to get low tier exchanges, which is absolutely not the case for many of these Night Rider coins. Has good volume to market cap ratio. Chart is also looking okay. Again, huge 95% correction, then quickly embarked on a slow and steady uptrend. We've, however, been dipping over the last couple of weeks. To be honest, I think we're starting to enter a very good buying range for Watt. Keep in mind, this rat was once worth 30 million back here. For risk to reward, I think Watt deserves a spot in the B tier, even though it's still very, very risky. Finally, with Spike, we see some engagement socially, but again, poor volume, 0 exchanges. Why would you invest in this when you can get Watt that has good volume, exchanges, and good content? Sure, Watt is bigger in market cap, but that won't matter. spike gets a D tier. Given that we just crossed a new all-time high and altcoins will start to pump soon, this price will also be increased very soon. There are only a few spots left for this price. In here, you will see all my utility trades and meme coin trades, such as Landlord that we made a 30x on, and Ponke, which we made a 12x on. And I actually have buy and sell alerts for all these gains. I'm not one of those YouTubers who magically made money on something without posting a sell alert while you're still holding, waiting for the sell alert. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. We're also up significantly on many of our picks. Still time to get in before altcoins will change your life. You also get high-level technical analysis, thorough portfolio review, and a lot of courses worth hundreds of dollars. You can pay with crypto for 40% discount on yearly and also lifetime membership. Keep in mind, the prices will increase. I hope to see you there. As always, take care and stay safe.